Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of WolfQuest 2.7. So as you guys saw yesterday, we had a horrible tragedy happen to Eclipse in his second litter, where Twilight became sick, aka she glitched out, and we ended up losing all 4 of our baby girls that we had dutifully guided all the way to the summer hunting grounds. So that was really sad, and it was just so tragic, but a lot of you guys really jumped right into the swing of things, and you were like, yep, the wild is a really rough place to grow up. So I was so glad to see how many of your suggestions just started pouring out, how many of you guys handled the tragedy so well, and it gave me some ideas for where we're going to go from here. So this is going to be a special WolfQuest episode where you guys are going to help me decide which one of the wolves we are going to follow into the next generation or the next litter. So here's our idea. We are going to either go with the 2 surviving puppies from the first litter that Eclipse and Twilight had together, Atlas or Nightlight, or we are going to go ahead and let's see if we can find, I want to make sure I find him just right, or we are going to go ahead and we are going to do Eclipse once again. And we would take Eclipse back to Amethyst Mountain and we would find him a new mate. So those are our options, and there's going to be a straw poll down below that you can pick from. We are going to choose from a saved wolf because you can actually have the wolves saved each time you play them, and all the experience that you gain, I hear, is saved by the wolf, and it's no longer saved by like the save file. So Eclipse still has all that experience, and he still has like the eagerness to discover more to life, to have a couple more litters. But we're going to say that Twilight passed away. She got really sick somehow. She just couldn't make it. So he has lost his mate. And does that mean we should go ahead and follow him? Is he going to find another mate? Will we send him back to Amethyst Mountain? Will he perhaps find somebody who can help him have 1 or 2 more litters before we move on to the 3rd generation? And we can actually modify him even if we wanted to, so we could kind of tweak some of his features. But that is something to consider. So that is one of the possible avenues that we have, is using Eclipse. Now the other 2 wolves that we could pick from would be a new wolf, and this would be Atlas. And we're going to try to make him look kind of similar to, like, okay, so Atlas is going to take after his mom's coloring. I think we might darken him a little bit, maybe throw in just a little bit of that. You know, Twilight looked like this. Poor Twilight. It's so sad. And no, we won't be playing with any of the girls because we're going to just keep to the fact that they all died, which was really tragic. But this is what Twilight looked like. So we would go for this for Atlas, but we would say, well, I kind of want to make him a little bit lighter. So let's kind of lighten up some of his fur. And we're going to say that Atlas has kind of had it a little bit rough. Atlas ended up wandering. Let's see what this is. No, not quite. I want to keep this kind of body tone. We're going to say that Atlas ended up wandering out and he got caught by some humans and he didn't really understand what that meant. So he ended up with a radio collar and he is a little bit confused by this. He wandered too far out of the park, perhaps got hit by a car. And, well, we could make him limpy as a result, but I think we'll just give him the radio collar. But he healed up at a wildlife rescue and sanctuary, and he was re-released into the Yellowstone area, but with a radio collar so they can try to track his movements. And we're going to say that that means, his stamina is pretty good, but he's not very fast because he's kind of healing up from the injury that he took, and we'll decrease his strength just a little bit too. So we'll make him kind of have a little bit of a limp in that way. He just isn't the fastest wolf around, but he's got really great stamina for being able to endure what he went through. And he is going to look like Twilight. We're not going to change the coat too much because I kind of want to see how the coat colors change for the moon packs as the generations go by. So let's see. Let's give him a good howl. That actually sounds like a really good one. No. I think we'll go with this one because it sounds a little bit confused and like he isn't exactly sure what he would do with himself. So this would be if we started with Atlas. And so that's a possibility. That definitely is a possibility. And then let's see. What would his brother look like? Well, let's go ahead and we're going to do this. Just so we know that all of the pieces are together. Just in case, we're going to say it's going to be challenging because we already completed it on pretty easy. And we're not playing with Atlas yet because you guys have to vote. This is just to make sure that we have each of the different wolves saved. So here he is. Let's get a good look at him with his little radio collar on. Which wolf to pick? Oh my gosh, look at you, Atlas. You've got like your little radio collar. That's so cute. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this game, and this is going to be Atlas Mountain. So there we go. And now we're going to go back to the main menu. And we're going to get his brother Nightlight. So Nightlight is actually the one that the majority of you guys are beyond excited about. Nightlight has the most votes. But I don't know if some of you guys might want to see Eclipse end up being able to have a third litter with a new mate. And Nightlight is going to be a pretty interesting guy. He's going to be a little bit more like his dad. He's going to be super, super dark as a wolf. Like really, really dark. Like almost like a shadow come to life. Let's see. Is this a good one? That might be a good one. Maybe keep his mother's coat, but just make him super dark. This is a pretty good one, I think. So we're going to kind of keep, like, we'll adjust the colors somewhat. Just we're not going to take a wolf that was born as, like, a black puppy and be like, yeah, this is what it looks like now. No, so we'll say that this is him. And he's going to be very fast, like a shadow that just, like, emerges and, like, darts at everybody. And he'll be kind of strong, too. Stamina, maybe increase the stamina a little bit more. Maybe speed a little bit more. And maybe do this. Because I really want him to be super fast. So maybe not super strong, but he is super fast. Alright, and then let's see, what howl should he have? No, we want a nice deep howl for him. Yeah, like that. Like I said, like a shadow come to life. So this would be Nightlight. And let's see, he is going to have had a little bit of a rougher time of things. So I don't think we can do... Yeah, the life is rough. I don't think we can do anything too much. Can we do that? I want him to kind of have looked like he had a bad run-in. Ah, dang it. I want him to look like he had... Yeah, there we go. We've got a little scar right there. I want him to look like he had a pretty bad run-in with like a... with a bear or something like that. So I think that's the best one we can pick from. There's lots of other scratches, but we need one that looks pretty black for his black fur color. And then let's see, bent ear or notched ear. I think we'll do the notched ear. Torn ear. Yeah, we'll do the notched ear. So this is Nightlight, and he has stuck to Yellowstone the entire time. He's been running as a dispersal wolf through the forest ever since he learned how to hunt from his parents, Eclipse and Twilight, and he's just kind of been on his own. He looks pretty roughed up and like mean and tough, but really he just kind of had a bad run-in with a bear fighting over an elk carcass once, and that's where all the scars come from. But he's learned how to really be quick and stick to the shadows as a result. So hopefully that'll help balance him out. And this is going to be Nightlight. So let's go ahead. Let's see what he looks like. And we'll get him started. We're going to do challenging. So let's see what Nightlight would look like. Oh, look at this little notched ear. That is so cool. So yeah, this would be him, and hopefully we would find like different colored mates this time so we can try to get in like some interesting genetics and just see what that would end up as. Nightlight, I really want to see... Okay, and we'll just run really quickly over into the forest and just see how he does. So he is really fast. This is awesome. All right, so he's really fast, but his brother would be really strong. So they would both definitely have like their own benefits. Okay, so that would be Nightlight. So we're going to save that. And this would be Nightlight. So whoops, one word, Nightlight Mountain. There we go. Save and back to the front. And now it's just up to you guys. Now we're going to have to wait and we'll see what the polls say tomorrow on which one of the wolves you guys think should go forward. Should it be Eclipse? Should he have a second chance at being able to get a new mate and to be able to make a new home, a new den, We probably wouldn't use that old den just because it has sad memories now. But find a new den, maybe poke at the cattle a little bit, be able to explore that, and see what a new mate could do in order to have a third litter and be able to have at least 3 litters just like Luna did before we carry on to the next generation. That would also give us more wolves to pick from for generation 3. Should it be Atlas, who's kind of a little bit confused and adorable, maybe has a lot of his grandfather's soul in him, definitely with the little red highlights there, and carries on the better things about his mom, Twilight. Just some of her better traits are in him, and he has had a run-in with humans that has left him a little bit perplexed, because now he's permanently got this thing around his neck, and he doesn't really know what to do about that. Or should it be Nightlight, who has really taken to be a wolf of the shadows, running through Yellowstone Forest, being like the forest of Yellowstone, and being able to really hunt with a lot of speed and like rapid attacks, if not a lot of strength. And he had his run-in with a bear that has made him a bit more bold and a bit more savvy when it comes to hunting. So we're going to pick one of these handsome fellows for the next move. And if it's going to be Eclipse carrying on the Eclipse Moon Pack, or if we're going to start the Atlas Moon Pack or the Nightlight Moon, well, we're just going to have to see. So that is up to you guys. The link to the straw poll is down in the video description. I hope you guys will have fun voting and talking about which wolf is your favorite down in the comments below. And I'm really excited to see who you choose. So I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.